Hi guys, Mr. Hill here with your English lesson for today. And we touched on these yesterday, kennings. Got some examples in red: poem hurting brain, or poem writing, brain hurting, thought provoking. And today we're going to get you to write some examples of your own. So what is it? Got an example at the bottom of the page and a picture to go with it. A heat giver, a light maker. So we've got a picture of the sun. Do you think you could have a go at thinking about what a kenning could be? Tell you what, take a minute and pause the video and write me a description or a definition of what you think a kenning is. Pause the video now. Okay, how have we got on? All got our definitions written out? Right, let's see how close you got. A kenning is a way of describing something using clues rather than just saying exactly what it is. Each line is 2 words long. So go back to our example on the screen. A heat giver, a light maker. It describes what it does. It gives us heat, certainly does in the summer, maybe not so much at the moment. And it gives us light, and it does that all day long, whether there's clouds or there's no clouds. So the word kenning comes from a Viking phrase, which means to express a thing in terms of another. It's a bit like a mini riddle used to describe something. So I've got some examples of a kennings about a cat. A poor licker, a daydreamer, a milk drinker, a ball chaser, a dog hater, a mouse chaser, a stroke lover. So these are all simple descriptions of how this animal is. Now you've got the idea. Let's see if you can work out what I'm describing using the next set of kennings. Right, thinking caps on, let's have a go. A great jumper, a water drinker, a straw eater, a strong walker, a race runner. Write down what you think it might be. I'll give you a few seconds to do that, and then I'll move on. Okay, got your answer written down? Brilliant. It was a horse. So if we go back and look at the clues, a great jumper. So horses race over jumps in their races, in some of them. A water drinker, that's the only things horses drink. Straw eater, a strong walker, and a race runner. They'll give you little hints as to what it is. Right, let's try this one. I'm sure most of you'll get this one. A ball chaser, a crowd pleaser, a fast runner, a sneaky diver, a corner taker, a goal scorer, a mate hugger. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to write your answer down. What do you think it is this time? All got your answers written down? Fantastic, well done. Yeah, well done. It was a footballer. Give yourselves a pat on the back if you worked that one out. Right, I'm going to make it a little more tricky for you this time. A word holder, a storyteller, a bestseller, a page turner, a cliffhanger, a fantasy gateway. Write your answers down now for me. Okay, what have you come up with? Do you want to know what it actually is? Well, I'll show you. It was a book. So if we go back to the kennings we've written for it, a word holder, so many words in a book. A storyteller, that's what lots of books have in them. They're a story. A bestseller, that's a book that sells really well. A page turner is a book you just don't want to put down. You can't wait to find out what happens next. A cliffhanger, so it describes how it leaves you hanging, waiting, wanting more from the story. And a fantasy gateway. If you think of books like Harry Potter, it takes you off into a world of wizarding and witchcraft, of complete fantasy, but you're so immersed in it with the words that are written. So there you go, some nice ways of describing different things. So it's not as hard as it seems. Remember, start each kenning with a. So I've got an example here: a night flyer, a mouse eater, a silent swooper. What could it possibly be? I'm not going to make you write it down this time. You've done plenty of that, and I think you've got really good. And you're probably shouting at me, telling me exactly what it is right now. So it is, that's correct. It's an owl. We know they fly at night, we know they eat mice, and we know because of the unique design of their feathers, they fly in complete silence. So if you want to make your kennings more challenging, use alliteration. So like the last one here, we've got a silent swooper. So how do we go about turning a description into a kenning? So we're going to use the example of a wolf here. So it comes out at night, it eats meat, it hunts its prey, it lives in the woods, and it howls at the moon. So this becomes a night mover, a meat eater. See, that one's really simple. All we've done is we've flipped the order of the words around. A prey hunter, again, we've taken one word out of that description and flipped the word order around. A wood dweller. We've added a new word here, dweller. It means someone that, or something that lives somewhere. So a wood dweller is someone that lives in the woods, or something that lives in the woods, in this case. So you might want to think about using a thesaurus. Can you find some extra words that will really improve your kennings? Howls at the moon. Have a go. What do you think it might be? Did you get a moon howler? If you did, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. If not, keep practicing. We'll get there. So now you're all experts on kennings. You can go and write your own animal-inspired ones. I look forward to seeing them. I think maybe choose 3 animals, maybe more if you feel confident. Have a go. Write some kennings. If you can get some alliterative ones, you're going to get us an extra pat on the back for that. And I'll look forward to seeing them shared with me either on Tapestry or at our next live session. Right, as the screen says, go and get writing. I'll see you soon.